would say some of the positive attributes are that I do speak my mind. I am forthright. Um, I I have a terrible poker face. I let you know what I think about an idea. I try and say it kindly and gently, but sometimes I say it, right? I see patterns, I see inefficiencies. Um I can it's I'm interested in a lot of different areas of my science, and I'm able to connect threads that people didn't see before. I also love people. I love, like, I'm a postdoc fellowship director. I love nurturing young scientists. I love seeing in them their strengths that they don't see. I love what Scott said about this misunderstanding. I think because I've struggled and I haven't had a straight and narrow path. I didn't start my PhD till I was 31, which is kind of ancient for starting a PhD. Um, I see other people that are also sort of late bloomers, um, and want to nurture them and care for them in a way that I felt like I wasn't cared for in my career. Again, as a white woman, I think I've had a lot of doors open for me because of my race, um, but I also think because of my neurotypicalness, or the way that my brain thinks differently, it's also landed on people in a way that could be perceived as a disability. And I've never, ever, ever, with my kids, before I even had a formal diagnosis, I've said to them that this is your superpower. ADHD is your superpower. It allows you to think differently. It allows you to think creatively. It will allow you to be fearless when people are fearful. It'll allow you to be creative and analytic, which is weird because, Scott, as I was reflecting, you have a business degree and a music degree.
Yep.
That's amazing. So I do qualitative and quantitative science, which again is sort of unheard of. So I love that similarity that we're both left and right brain strong.
Yes.
And I think that that's a part of this weird wiring that we have going up there, that you can't put us in a box.
Both professionally and even socially.
Mm-hmm.
I know me, and I know a lot of people with ADHD are kind of this weird breed of social butterfly, where no social group is our home, but every social group is our home. And I was always that way. And I would hang out with my musician friends, but also my more analytical or engineering or business friends, or those kind of things. And I love both worlds, and I love the dichotomy of all of those things. Speaking of the ADHD as a superpower, I think what I realized was my biggest skill, and that now I'm a big advocate for people with ADHD talking about more, is people with ADHD are the best people at tearing down inefficient systems. We loathe redundancy, or
it makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, like the even just the term busy work is like, it feels painful for me. If you have a system that is not working well, leave it with a person who has ADHD for a day, and by the time the sun goes down, you are going to have a new way to do that is going to be twice as fast and require half as many steps. Now, there will probably be 10 dozen grammatical and formatting errors in that new process. So you will need that support of someone who can fill in where those deficiencies lie. But that's something that I always got acknowledged, through my career, for my ability to find and improve inefficiencies, and to come up with creative but also strategic ways of doing things. And that's always been the kind of like, wow, how do you do that? You come up with a new idea, but it's also strategically beneficial in all of these different areas. And that's, as a chief program officer, strategically designing and implementing program and staff. That's my whole job. And for a long time, I just thought, well, can't everybody you mean you can't just sit down and come up with 10 brand new ideas for a new thing? Because that's my idea of like a wonderful Saturday.